Hey wonderful people, how you doing? I want to speak to you today about overlays. I get a lot of questions, people saying to me, Tony, you're talking about chakras and overlays. What are the overlays? What do you mean by overlays? Well, I'm going to answer that in this video. So first of all, the chakra system is an overlay. It's an artificial overlay. I've spoken about this in many videos. They're like a plug in the etheric realm, which is not natural, that allows interdimensionals and entities to lock in and feed on our low vibrational sexual energy, emotions, that kind of thing. So they can constantly loop negative thoughts into us. So we're going round and round in circles. And then when we balance the chakras, we get this false power, which is only temporarily, because then you have to rebalance it again. Whereas when you remove it, you know, your essence energy just flows. And as I've spoken about in many other videos, we do have natural chakras. It's just these 7 ones that are artificial. So those in themselves are overlays. Okay, when I talk about overlays, an overlay is like a net used to harness and capture the energy, essentially. And we have that on many aspects of our being. They've been so meticulous in how they've targeted us, which I'll talk about in a minute. But before I do that, I just want to bring to your awareness, I have got all these overlays laid out. I'm going to put a link in the description below. If you click on that, scroll down to the bottom of the page, there's a free PDF which lists all the overlays that we have on us, which is a really interesting read. But I'm going to go through some of these now. So we have an astral body overlay, right? Okay, so when you go to sleep, you go into 4D, you go into your astral body, you go astral traveling. They've overlaid that to harness our energy while we're asleep. And coupled with that, we also have holographic themes, which I've spoken about, whereby they're projecting negative dreams onto us at night based around fear, scarcity, poverty. So we're dreaming fear, and then because they've overlaid our astral body, they're able to harness that energy, which is why you can have 8-10 hours sleep at night and still feel tired in the morning. Our auric field is also overlaid. The auric field is there to protect us. That's been overlaid in order to harness our energy. Kundalini overlays. I've never resonated with the Kundalini. I've always thought snake, reptilian, blah, blah, blah. What they've done is they've overlaid, when people are having the Kundalini awakening, they've overlaid it. So when they have that awakening, which is a very powerful energy, they've overlaid it so they can then harness that energy from themselves. Same with the chakra symbols. Okay, you can do sorry, not chakra symbols, the Reiki symbols. You can do hands-on healing, just don't use the symbols. The symbols are essentially just another way in which they are enabling to harness that energy. So if you're going to do that, just don't use the symbols. I used to use the symbols, you know, I was all for chakras, not anymore. So they've overlaid our right side of our brain as well. Okay, they want to keep people in the left side of the brain. The left side of the brain is about structure, it's about organization, it's about hierarchy, it's about patriarchy. There's no creativity there, there's no holisticness there. Humans are amazing creative beings, and they don't want us tapped into our natural essence, because if we start using the right side of the brain, damn sure we're not going to create this reality that we've got here. So the right side of the brain is locked down and overlaid, and I often find things in sessions which have specifically targeted the right side of the brain as well. Okay, so DNA, our DNA has been overlaid. For example, strand 7 is supposed to vibrate love, but it's now been programmed to vibrate rage. Okay, each of our DNA strands, you know, has a certain ability, a certain gift, if you like. But they've overlaid each DNA strand and inverted it. You know, we live in an inverted world. After all, everything's inverted. War is peace, freedom is slavery. You know, everywhere is inverted, and it's the same in the etheric film, etheric realm rather, as above, so below. So food absorption, okay, so I've spoken about this in videos. We're only getting about 50% of our food absorption, so we're not getting all the nutrients that we should be getting. We've got aging overlays, which makes complete sense to me. I've never thought that 60, 70, 80 years is any kind of length of life. I've always felt that human beings, and indeed if you look back into Egyptian texts and things like that, there's reports of humans actually living, you know, thousands of years. So it's almost like they want to give us enough energy to power the batteries while we're here for a short amount of time, so they can feed on, but not so much energy that we end up becoming really powerful and living hundreds and thousands of years and doing really great things. So so aging overlays, we have those. Our liver is overlaid. You know, our liver is so important. You know, it's there for cleansing. It's not firing properly because it's been overlaid. So there is, like I say, many more of these. So it's so much more than just the chakras. It always makes me laugh that people talk about so much the chakras when it's such a small part of this work and what I do and what we're finding. So all these overlays, they've all been created by AI. AI are in on this. And they're almost, all these interdimensionals and entities are actually, and they don't always realise it, or they don't realise it, they're actually being controlled by AI. AI is letting them do what they do because it keeps us in a low state of vibration, and AI can, you know, move forward and kick on with their own agenda of transhumanism and trying to infiltrate human bodies. God, I'm talking about this, it just sounds so wacky. If you were on YouTube and this is the first video you saw, you'd have to laugh. But you know, this is what we're finding, and you know, people are feeling great after these sessions. So yeah, if you've got any question, guys, I really like you to get interactive on this, because I know it's such a deep body of work. So you're bound to have questions. So just put them in the box below. Like I say, you've got that PDF that you can look at. And yeah, just wanted to talk about that today. So yeah, if you like the video, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, just before I go, I did a really good live Q&A, which you can see on my channel, which goes into all of this and more. So that's worth checking out. I'm going to try and do another one next Saturday, and I'll let people know about that. But yeah, try and get interactive as you can. I love connecting with you guys, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.